Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and we have to try some things. I've done some work and you see that sometimes the FPS are still wonky. I can't really explain why. It must be the size of the builds. I've done some work, mod reduction, did some things with the processors. I'm now giving basically, I have a tool running System Explorer. It's called Scorpio numbers. Messaged me on Discord and said, hey, maybe try this program that should have cost $15 or something like that. And one of the top comments was, hey, this program does the same, maybe get that, try it. And I said, hey, give it a shot, Scorpio, thanks for that. And I will just give it a shot, test, and see how that works. It does stuff you can do with the task manager yourself. So now I have basically set Space Engineers to 3 cores and Audacity and my the Hop or Capture program to the last core, so that they run independent from each other. Hope that makes everything better. The FPS should be better, although they shouldn't, because you can see that I've removed the shadows. I will have to get used to the look, but I think it makes stuff a bit easier on us. The moment I'm still working inside of the ship, I'm removing some things and putting some other things in here. This is a suggestion I got. Use the round corners, and I think that's okay. I'm not sure how it fits into my build here, but that's completely okay. See that I still have sometimes some FPS problems. It's Space Engineers. That's how that works, and we will we will have to get used to it. What I don't want are the audio problems. So, but enough of that. Today we do some color work. I want to get a good look on colors that we maybe can spray paint the ship in. Let me get to that. That was Discord, and it was important, and so I needed to get to that. Good. Back to work now, or we are going to work now. So I want to at least be inspired by the original Duchessa, but I might drop the yellow for this ship. I'm getting used to blue, white, and the gray. Maybe we can have 2 gray tones, something close to black, something a bit lighter, and a bit brighter white here, and maybe a bit of a different blue. We will see how that works out. So I want to have something on the inside. Maybe something can help us here. I'm not sure. We will test that out. I don't want to connect it to the ship, otherwise okay, we connect it to the ship. That's a bit easier, and I hope we don't lose it while coloring the ship. That might be problematic. I have to be careful with this. So I want to have a color scale, basically. So we will test some things out here. I at the moment have just the nanobots running. They are easier on the whole thing. So I will keep them for a while, use them. They also produce CPU things, but everything seems to work fine with them. At least it's not going to 95%. So, the ship again needs a bit of an outside color. The top will be... I want to have the top of the ship colored, yeah, a bit brighter and a bit, yeah, with colors. And the bottom we will go similar to the Duchessa with, yeah, a dark gray or something like that to have a bit of a contrast, I would say. So by the way, while we are coloring stuff, I completely forgot that I got a message on Twitter by Skymaster1984. I hope that's the thing. He wrote me a little message and showed me a picture, and he made a variation of my logo for me, basically one in wood. I will bring it on screen and show it to you. I asked him if I can do that, and it should be here now. I really like it. It is a play on my logo, and that's a really nice thing. If you have stuff like that, let me know. That's basically the first art I got from a person, and that's really neat. Good. Let me continue. By the way, thanks, Skymaster. That really made me happy. Getting something like that is always an absolute cool thing, because someone did something for you, and that's really neat. So let us do some work with colors. The ship is not done yet, I know that, but we can go and do some color work. So I want to have a grayish blue. Maybe not so gray as this one. I like this blue kind of, but maybe we can make it a bit fleshier. We will see. And that would be the main color of the ship. We could use yellow as highlights, but I have the idea to get a bit away from the yellow, at least for this ship, because it is basically will be the new flagship of my little fleet here. This is too... this is not good. This is not good. Too bright. This is more what I want to have. Here you can see I will give you the numbers. It is the 221 degree, whatever that means, on the hue meter. Saturation -20 and value is -15. So then, don't know if you like it, then you can use that too. It's more to my liking. This looks a bit dirty, and I want to have a real blue, but again, a grayish blue. It's weird to talk about colors like that. Good, and then let's go for white. This is this is crazy bright in the sun. Maybe we can get a bit away from that. Okay, that makes it red. I want to have it This is too crazy. Let us go a bit down. Give it a bit of gray, just to not have this overly. Oh, it's still overly bright. It might be because we are in basically in direct sunlight at the moment. But the ship will be in direct sunlight most of the time too. So let us. That's a good thing. We can compare on the back without the sunlight. This is better. It goes more into a gray. It's not so crazy. We will use that for highlights. Use this blue for the main body, and that's what we will do first. Have the top side basically in this blue, and we have to see how this how this comes into the inside, and how we because at some points you will be able to see the blue, and we will have to see how bad it is on the inside, but that will work out, I think. Good. The next two values I need is a gray. I will not go with this one for now. The green, I can live without the green for now. Good. I need a pretty. How are the values of the normal gray? 0 and -100. Okay. Then we will go a bit darker, but we need a lightish gray, and then a bit of a darker gray. So maybe go for pretty black already. Whoa, there's a huge jump in. See that? There's at 30, boom, it automatically goes to nearly black, and then it doesn't change anymore. That's not good. Let us go to 28 or something. Oh, what was... I did something there. Oh, I turned off my jetpack. Okay, with the darker gray again, we will go on the bottom side and have the bottom side a majority of it, at least in this dark gray, and top side a mix between the light gray, the blue, and the white. I hope that is... Are these colors you like? I like them, so we will test it out. The first things I want to do is go around and splatter some of the blue. Let me pick up the blue. I really need a color palette like that, because then I don't have to go into the color menu and do that stuff. I fear pressing Shift and C, because that colors a lot more than just the... Can I... Let me pick up this gray again, because then I can just go with this menu. I would say this is the white, and these are the two grays. Let me go to the blue again. I want to test that. That's why I wanted to not have this connection. So if I now color this, okay, it just colors around the block, and it seems to not go into the heights there. That's a good thing. Okay, let me do some work here. Color the Empress by now, and then we go and take a look how we set our highlights and all that stuff. I'm in the middle of coloring this all, and there needs to be a bit of way of coloring. I have the feeling I think the best way of coloring is to build in the colors from the start, because I'm running now into problems where I have to be careful how and with what buttons I color stuff. I want to have stuff like this, for example. I could color that by just pressing Shift and C, then it would color all around it, but I don't want to have this colored differently, for example. And that makes for interesting solutions how to color, for example, this gray stripe there. Yeah, you have to dig in, basically. Dig in, remove the blocks, place the blocks anew, all this stuff. It will take a lot of work to color this all. But you can see this is the contrast we have at the moment between the blue and this darkish gray close to black. And I need to put some highlights down in the next time to get rid of this. How to describe this? At the moment, again, it starts to be a bit flat, and then I can break this up by, for example, reaching into this black with the blue, have this stuff close to each other, then maybe work around with a bit of the white to, I don't know, around some corners, and break that up so that it is not just this crazy contrast. Here, for example, yeah, sometimes you have the problem that you can't color this surface differently from this surface, so it will be, I think, crazy work doing this all. I'm sure I should have done this a lot earlier, and for new ship builds I will have to go and, yeah, basically think of color schemes at the start so that I get around this work that I have to do right now. This will be a lot of just going around and coloring singular blocks in a different color. So see this? Now basically I broke it open a bit, and now I don't have this crazy flatness. And the flatness comes also from not having shadows, or not having the natural shadows. Basically, we only see, okay, this is one dark side, this is one light side, bright side, I don't know. And we have to do more of that so that the ship starts to get a bit of a nicer look, not being completely flat when it comes to colors, all that stuff. Oh man, a lot of work. I will continue doing this for a bit more and maybe finish the underside, and then you will have the opportunity basically to tell me something when it comes to, don't know, how you see it, how I should use the colors, all that stuff. Don't go too crazy, because now I thought of colors and I want to use them. So if you now come and say, no, it's I would have to do the whole process again. So just let me know if there's if there's a real crazy mistake I'm making, something like that, that would be neat. It's more of placing really single color blocks here. Oh man. Good, let me work a bit more. On a ship that is based on threes, I'm happy that I'm getting used to painting. So control and whatever you have as the paint key, just as a 3x3. And that's on a ship that's built on threes. Absolutely perfect, because now I can just go tap that and control a bit better where and what I paint here. That's neat. Okay, sometimes you still have to go back to the single placement, but it works out. It comes along. It might not be ready today, but in the next days I can finish that, and then the ship should absolutely look a lot better. Why do I have a missing block there? I need to place that. Good. Let me go and do this and then place this block in there. Now this will all take a long time. And if we go to the inside, at the moment it looks a bit crazy. That, let me tell you this. Let us go into the inside and see how bad it really is. Maybe here the mixture should be not so good. Okay, here. How bad is it? Okay, here we have the big walls, so this will work out fine. The 3x it seems to be not a 3x3, it is a 3x3x3. So it paints all the blocks around the block you're hitting with the Control Z. So I might be able to change the colors here. This might have to stay, but this I at least can change. That's good. Then we can have some individual stuff on the walls here, I think. Yeah, these will have to be in that color. Anyways, there will be a ceiling in here that will conceal some of the where one color basically meets the other. That's a good thing. And then all the batteries in here. I intentionally didn't place all the antennas in here. Batteries in here, so I could color the outside ones in a different color than the one on the inside. Maybe we think about that. could be an idea. I can remove this now. I added another Nanite Factory just to remove the mobile home. Worked out pretty well. You can see these are still off. These are on because it just cleans up and it just deconstructs. That's okay at the moment. There's no Nanite Factory building stuff, and that keeps my CPU rates down. That's a good thing. Okay, let me do more work. Maybe I should do that in the meantime, and I will stop recording now. Think about the colors. I've made this corner here by now, and we could do with the amount of blocks that we have. We could do very, very simple forms and shapes into that. So we could, don't know, I could now go and make this into not a skull, but something similar, opened on the side with some teeth or so. Maybe you have a good idea for that. Coloring this thing will be a nice thing. I want it to be the first ship that I color that really, really looks nice. That would be the goal of the whole thing. And then we dismantle the color scheme there. I will keep that for now if my color picker sets back. So this will be on here for now and will be removed at one point, but I'm thinking about having something like a mobile color picker. Should we? Is that a good idea? A ship that just has the colors on it, where we can go and pick the main colors that we have in the game from. It's a crazy idea, but if we ever lose a ship, we still have a color picker and can repair things and all that stuff. It's a bit of a weird idea. A main color palette that we use and we can carry around with us. I'm starting to feel like Bob Ross making some happy trees here. Okay, if you have ideas for yeah, don't know, not textures, for patterns or something like that, then don't know, let me know. It has to be really, really simple. And otherwise, I would say I will keep on coloring, and yeah, it's good that we could. I hope that we were able to remedy some of the problems that the game had. Again, talking about problems makes the game lag. You saw that there was an immediately an FPS drop, but it's not so bad anymore as it was before. Okay, people, thanks for watching. I would say, hope you liked the episode. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for patterns or if what you say to the colors. And I hope to see you in the next episode. See ya, guys.